Top 11 Epic Manhwa with OPMC and Leveling System. Most peeps don't give Manhwa a try just because they are South Korean. But let me tell you something. The only thing you are doing is ignoring super fun stuff to read/watch. And that is why today we decided to share with you some of the best Manhwa with OPMC and leveling systems that you must read right now. Number 11. Descent of the Demon Master. This isn't your usual manga, where the OP is battling new foes and sets out to help save his world. The MC's trying to lead a normal life, but with OP abilities, which is incredibly enjoyable. The man is so insecure about his power, and how everyone else is shocked at the extent to which his abilities can be hilarious. It can indeed be boring and difficult to begin at first, however, when the secretary is in, it's hilarious. It's a nice break from reading mangas with action-packed battles from the beginning until the end. You'll get your pleasure through the epic battle scenes, as well as the reaction that he receives from being the best. I would recommend this manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Number 10. Dungeon Reset. I enjoyed reading this. A thrilling plot for our MC. The story is entertaining and interesting in the way his mind works, especially when he is executing traps. It's quite amazing to see the craziness of his ideas. It's very simple, yet clever. It doesn't even have a sexual harem feel. The ability of friendship is admirable. He develops OP gradually, but he has limits, which is why it adds a dash of spice to the tale. He has a lot of effort into all the things he has to go through. There's also some distinction between the arcs, so it's not dull. Jung De-woon got wounded in a dungeon. He was thought to be dead by the rules. However, due to the dungeon reset, he was healed by survivors. Then he was one of the error bugs and is not able to progress to the next level. What's he going to do next? Create an underground base, I suppose. Read it without any doubt because it is a manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Number 9. The Player Who Can't Level Up. I love this one, however, I'm irritated slightly that he is a bit weaker than the top-ranking players, and it appears that there's going to be someone stronger than him throughout the entire story. However, I'm just speculating, but I do think they could have strengthened him or even done something else. Chapters 18 to 20 revealed how weak he was when compared to a special ability holder who had experience. It just makes me angry that he was only a level 1 for 5 years. Worth reading manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Number 8. SSS Class Revival Hunter. SSS Class Revival Hunter features extremely original stories I've ever seen. The first thing to note is that the characters play in a world, and even though the main character's abilities are strong, he needs some wits to make the most of it. It's also an environment where people try to collaborate to overcome various game elements to move forward in the plot. Some heartwarming, tears-inducing moments aren't expected, however, I love them. It makes me feel different about the protagonist. Although the MC is in the beginning, he is transformed throughout the story, and it's stunning. The characters supporting him, to my mind, are well-developed and diverse, and contribute to the story in ways. The artwork, in particular, is among the best I've seen. A must-read manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Number 7. Overture. The story has its fair share of ups and downs. Many might be offended by the bad character of the MC. However, to me, he's an intriguing character. His name is what defines him: grit and greed. Although he may have been fragile at first, he doesn't possess that sheer mentality. He's taken advantage, however, he has also been brave sometimes. It was a slow story in the beginning, but by Chi-ten the tables were turned. It is a manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Grid was a regular addict of TSFY that was attacked by an NPC during a quest. Unforeseen circumstances led to the legendary book Grid obtained during the quest, altering his status to level 1. Legendary Blacksmith. It appears that the blacksmith was being snatched by misfortune in one manner or the other, but once his luck improved, fortune and wealth suddenly emerged in his professional life. A manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Number 6. The Legendary Moonlight Sculptor. I've read the entire first season of manga. I'm going to say this manga is the manhwa that is PG-13. This is more of a Korean-style art than Japanese. However, I believe it would be beneficial if this was made into a full movie. This is one hell of a manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. The show is full of popular culture that is part of VRMOs. The thought of being pulled into a Robinson Crusoe adventure without going through the struggles of that character and the huff of actually advancing MMO characters is attractive. What I am trying to say is, who wants to get better? The story is a blend of crafting and action. There's no boring moment. The story is afflicted with the loss of reading time, and some readers might wish to stop reading for a season and just sit back and wait. Number 5. Doombreaker. This is the next big thing. I read the manhwa in the midst of only 10 chapters or so, but from the beginning on, it sparked an interest. Story. The fundamental idea is go to the past to repair the issue. However, the gradual development of the world and the chain of events are beautifully done. It's not just a straightforward MC knows everything, so is a fool to opt ridiculously. He overcomes hurdles and overcomes them with grace. The various components of this world truly feel like an RPG of the highest level game, similar to Dark Souls, was thoroughly taught. It is a manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Number 4. Leveling with the Gods. It is one to read. It is like Omniscient Reader and Second Life Ranker, but it has its distinct elements to it. The protagonist is an absolute superhero, as are the very thrilling scenes of action. In the 21 chapters I've read, I'm able to affirm that this book is among my top choices. Right after solo leveling a manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. The plot is a powerful character, but he isn't able to take on the outsiders as strong as his colleagues appear to be. The outsiders are an evil force that could ruin the tower? Not sure. He gets the opportunity to return to the past through the sacrifices of his fellow players, and from there it's just like any other reincarnation RPG as manga. Number 3. Second Life Ranker. Looking for manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. This is perfect for you. The overall story and the design of the tale are easy to grasp, and the art is nice and pleasant to look at. The characters are easily identifiable and easily identifiable. The story's simplicity is refreshing and makes for an excellent turnaround. This is akin to solo leveling and a myriad of other games. It's amazing how awful the comic I was reading was. This comic deserves a 5.0 rating, at least especially considering the other grotesque comics received high ratings. Number 2. The Beginning After the End. I enjoy this comic manhwa. It's so simple and just an all-around great story. The fight scenes are amazing and the villains are excellent. The sheer quantity of flexing in the story is amazing. Great character development, great love interest. All in all, fantastic. Also, the art is chef's kiss. The story just keeps growing into this fantastic stew of sci-fi and fantasy action, adventure, and suspense. I am awestruck by how it's not a huge cliche. The plot twists and turns are different, but it always makes sense. I have my entire week is centered around Friday when the novel's new chapter is released. I would recommend it to anyone and can't emphasize enough how great the series has been. So underrated. Must read this manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. Number 1. Solo leveling. If you're searching for a manhwa with OPMC and leveling system, the solo leveling system is the best choice from this list. The character in this manhwa is a hunter with the power of the necromancer, as well as an ability to level. The art style of this manga is just amazing and attracts a lot of readers across the globe. There's no better manga than this one. You could be searching for an N9 with a leveling up system. It is the best title to be mentioned in the list of manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. That was all for our list of manhwa with OPMC and leveling system. I hope you liked the videos. If you do, then consider subscribing to our channel for more top 10 videos.